Hey, so this is choice number one, a rant. We're doing ours on suspensions for our Choose Our Own Adventure number 2. I'm Tiana Faranack, that's Michael Johnson, and O'Shea Cal also helped us put this presentation together.
During the 2015 to 2016 school year, 11 million school days in the US were lost. And this is due to suspensions. And then this translates to 66 million hours of teaching lost due to suspensions. And then this leads to 63,000 years of school learning has been lost due to suspensions. So this is very unproductive for students because they're not focusing on learning and they could be focusing on other activities that would be harmful or damaging for their futures.
So out of school suspensions lead to teacher shortages, school counselor shortages, lower test performance, and staffing problems. The lower staff and student performance as a result of out of school suspensions is detrimental to everybody. This has also led to more violence in the schools and higher dropouts and thus lower graduation rates. Students suspended are more probable to get arrested as well. Also, students with a disability are estimated to lose twice as much instruction time as students without a disability following their suspension.
Suspensions can even be racially driven. So African American students and students of other minority backgrounds are often punished more harshly. And this is closely similar to the criminal justice system. That's why school staff need to be provided with training on how to be unbiased in their treatment of students and prevent discrimination and provide suspensions just based on the actions of each student, not their backgrounds. So that's a very important fact to reduce the amount of unneeded suspensions in schools.
So studies have shown that students who are disciplined in school with suspensions are at a greater risk to experience not only academic, but psychosocial problems across their lifespan. So suspending a student in elementary or high school has detrimental effects not only in their teenage years, but later in life as well. Alternative to suspensions need to be enforced more to mitigate these negative effects. By being proactive and preventative with behavioral interventions, this can aid in reducing suspensions in the future as well as expulsion rates. Having a variety of high quality prevention programs that aim to increase the students' social and emotional learning skills have been shown beneficial in reducing behavior problems and suspension rates. One prime example is fighting related suspension. Students are often unable to properly address their emotions and they'll act out in anger. Having the prevention programs addressing emotional learning can help target the students' emotions and reduce overall violence.
The cost of suspension is very high. So the US suspension rate of 16% has costed the US $35.74 billion. However, if you reduce the suspension rate to 15%, this would save $2.23 billion. And then if you reduce the suspension rate by half to 8%, it would save $17.87 billion. And this is, so suspensions are negative for our economy because they lead to dropouts on a lot of cases where dropouts, they earn less money, pay less tax, more often use public assistance, and they're more involved with crime and they contribute less to our economy. So suspensions should be reduced because suspensions lead to a very negative cycle leading to dropouts and lower graduation rates.
So there was a 7% increase in graduation rates due to crisis prevention training for schools at the Lafayette Parish School System, which is huge. The U46 public school district in Illinois reduced out-of-school suspensions by 75% over 5 years, transitioning to de-escalation and intervention methods. So these students were instead given in-school suspensions, allowing them to allowing for continuation of their studies. So instead of playing Xbox or watching YouTube at home, they were forced to do their studies and not waste time. This had an increase in test scores and thus graduation rates as well.
there are restorative approaches to repair issues with discipline incidents, and they include classroom circles, group dialogues, and conferencing, mediation with victims and offenders. This is primarily used in Indigenous communities. And youth will benefit from restorative justice to not damn, and this will support them in their futures. So restorative approaches can be used as a better substitute for instead of suspensions, and this will save a lot of money for the economy and benefit this children's future instead of the negative consequences of them being suspended and leading to dropouts and lower graduation rates.
So credit to O'Shea Cal for coordinating the slides for us as well. And she was not able to record with us today, but did play a vital role in the script, information, and slides. So we hope you liked our rant on suspensions. We need to stop using them, but thanks for listening.